What's up everyone, welcome to my video about 5 technical tips on Fire Emblem heroes. I have conceived these tips to be of use not only to beginner players but to intermediate players as well. Now before we get into the tips, I would like to get something out of the way just because I need it to be clear. It may seem obvious to some people but it needs to be mentioned nonetheless. While it might seem tempting to use all your ores for summons, upgrading your castle to earn more experience is a top priority, especially if you're just starting out. Getting a fully upgraded castle costs 20 orbs in total and doubles the experience gained by your heroes. This will speed up the process of leveling up your heroes a lot, and it will save you tons of time in the long run. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. Tip number 1. Get Olivia. Currently, there are 3 dancer units in Fire Emblem Heroes: Azura, Ninian, and Olivia. However, the first 2 can only be summoned as 5-star heroes and as such are some of the rarest units in the game. They're extremely hard to get and you're probably not gonna get them unless they return as focus heroes in some banner or whatever. However, not only Olivia is a very common unit, since she is able to be summoned as a 3-star and a 4-star, but she is also available in the daily rotation of hero battles in the special maps section. That means that she can be obtained for free as a 1-star and a 2-star by every user. Now, you might think that it's pointless to waste your time with a 2-star hero. However, it is definitely worth it to invest in Olivia specifically, especially early on. A dancer like Olivia can offer massive amounts of offensive and defensive support to your other ally units, and can fit basically on any kind of team, and will trivialize a lot of fights provided that your other units are decently strong. Here is a cheap build for Olivia that will service you well. Tip number 2. Get a healer. As you may know, chain battle modes have become a common sight in Heroes now. As such, the previously ignored healer class, who was basically trash, has found its use, keeping the team alive during modes such as chain challenges and, more importantly, Tempest Trials. After all, in those 2 modes, you must win a series of battles one after the other with a limited number of teams, and your hero's health carries over between battles. As such, having a healer on your chain teams is going to really help you survive through the gauntlet of enemies that the chain battle modes will throw at you. Any healer will do just fine, really, it's just a matter of having one. However, here are some examples for some cheap sets for Riz and Lisa who can be easily obtained as hero battle units. Tip number 3. Invest in Anna, Alfonse, and Sharena. Every group of arena seasons features 10 bonus units that, if included on your team, will double the arena points you will obtain. Usually, the bonus heroes include 4 focus heroes or whatever, a grand hero battle hero, and one of the 3 original heroes characters, Anna, Alfonse, or Sharena. If you invest in at least one of them, like for example Sharena, who I think is the better one, you will have an easier time earning feathers in case you haven't gotten yet one of the focus heroes or you don't want to use the other units or whatever reason you want. Here are some budget sets for the 3 heroes characters. Tip number 4. Don't send home without criteria. With so many good 5-star units being so popular and so infamous even outside of the community that even fake Grand Order players mock us about them, it's really easy to think that anything that isn't at least a 4-star is utter garbage. Like that, it's also really easy to forget that a lot of 3-star heroes or even units from the daily hero battles are actually very serviceable units, and some of them are even top tier. To make some examples, Setsuna used to be one of the best archers in the game for a while with her high speed. Donald comes with a Brave Lance Plus and Dragback in his Learn Kit, on top of having great attack. Riss comes with Rehabilitate and Heavenly Light, which are both amazing skills to have for Tempest Trials and Chain Challenges, in his Learn Kit, on top of having really high resistance and good HP. Cecilia is a really strong unit against colorless and blue units. Nina is a mage with amazing stats who comes with an utterly busted weapon in Groundbait Plus in her Learn Kit. Hannah possesses a combination of high attack and speed and access to life and death from her Learn Kit. Elwood is a strong cavalry unit with high might legendary weapon in Durandal, and Katria is a fast and strong flyer duelist who is able to handle well most situations. So in short, don't underestimate common units just because they're common. Finally, you should consider the skills that a unit carries with them before sending them home. Many seemingly useless units come with incredibly useful and good skills that would make a better unit that much better were they to inherit them. Common examples are Hinata, who can learn and pass down Fury 3 as a 4-star, and Sharena, who is one of the few available 3-star and 4-star units who can carry Desperation. I think actually she's the only one. And Barst, who carries one of the best repositioning skills, which is, as I said, reposition. Think before sending home units instead of using them to give skills to your favorite units. Here are some great sets for the units I mentioned. Beside Riss, we already talked about them. Tip number 5. Plan before investing. Say that, for example, you have a hero that you really want to use, you really love them, and you want to be good. It's easy to start getting carried away and give them skills that you would think would be good for them. However, you may start having second thoughts halfway through, or find out that the build you thought of just does not work nearly as well as you hoped it would. And just like that, you end up wasting a ton of resources unnecessarily. So before really starting to build your heroes, consult other people. Look at user-submitted builds on Fire Emblem Heroes Wiki or on GamePress. Use Kagero Chart's damage calculator to see how well a build would fare and gather as much information as possible. Secondly, you should think about what kind of team you want your hero to be in. What are their strengths and weaknesses? What is their role? What do they bring to the table? What are the counters? Who are their best teammates? Thinking about all of this ahead of time can save you a lot of time and hassle, and will help you build teams that are most successful overall. Links to the Fire Emblem Heroes Wiki, GamePress, and Kagero Chart's damage calculator are in the description. Well guys, that is going to be it for this video. I enjoyed making this video a lot, so if you would like to see more Fire Emblem Heroes content like this, make sure to click the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and or share this video with your friends. If this video gets enough support, I might make more in the future, so look forward to that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.